saw this on your page, and this is something that I know a few people that unfortunately are no longer here because of this. Suicide. You talked about this before. Can you talk about your experience with this? And I think it's an important conversation to have.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I was a free agent 20 years ago, back in 2006, and got signed and then got released. And I attempted suicide the first time after being sent home. Just really, man, just really not knowing who I was outside of football. And I think a lot of Black men struggle not just with the whole football or sports, but I think when we identify ourselves by something that we've been doing ever since we were kids, that there's where our identity lies. And for me, it was like a shock, because it was the first time that I wasn't playing football since junior high. And I come from a family of pro athletes, and it was that expectation as well. But I think for me, when I got sent home, I was left to deal with all of the stuff that I didn't deal with when there was no football. So it was like dealing with the daddy issues. It was dealing with the divorce of my parents, right? My parents were pastors, and so their divorce was like a big thing in the town. And my mom moved us to Texas, and so I never processed anything. I just put a helmet on and just was running through people. I put a helmet on and hit people. And I think for the first time, sitting with myself was difficult because it was uncomfortable. And then I didn't know what it was like to be alone. Because when you have teammates and you have the camaraderie of guys all the time, you don't know what it's like to not have a guy standing next to you.
Brotherhood. Yep.
And so, and this is why you see veterans, they struggle when they come back into, a civilian life, because, whether people know it or not, men not only thrive in the community, but men desire it. I mean, when you think about guys who, whether you play sports, whether you was part of a fraternity or something that had a team concept, when that's over, it's difficult for most men. That was difficult for me.